Okay guys, welcome to our next installment of our Tai Chi form. Again, we're doing Erme water Tai Chi, and so we're going to give you a little bit extra to work on today. We're going to start from the beginning of the form and have you guys follow along with us. When we get to the new material, you guys just follow along and we'll talk about it and probably start the form over at the last part that we finished. I was talking to you guys last week. We stopped at a move called fan the back. And so we're going to do the form up to that point. So in the beginning, we start with our feet together. And Tai Chi is all about balance awareness more than anything else, kind of feeling where to shift your weight and how the body responds to that kind of organic motion that we don't often pay attention to. And the beginning of the form sets that up. So we're going to do a bow in. This is our left hand. We bring it down through the middle and we do a little bow just to show that we're starting the form. Relax. It seems silly to say this, but the most important bit of this form is what we're about to do right now. And that's to shift the weight, pour the weight over like a glass of water filling up on one side of the body, tiptoe, shoulder width apart. Still have all that weight here, paying attention to how the weight transfers. Seems like a very simple thing, but a lot of us don't pay attention to that. Same thing with our right foot, it circle steps out. This is such an important pattern that you could do it a few times just to get yourself kind of centered and balanced. Now the next bit, Qigong, we've talked about this before, but this is spring water. So what we do is we rotate our hands up. You can breathe in, out, go down. So we did one circle, now breathe in. Fingers reach out in front of you, breathe out. One more springing water with a large circle, breathe in. Reach out to the sides like you're going to high five your neighbors, but social distance, just miss each other. And then relax. Again, that pattern of springing water is so important that a lot of times we'll do those circles 3 times. We'll do 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do our medium and large circles 3 times. So you can go back and do that a few times if you like. We're going to start from the end of that springing water, doing a pattern called, do y'all remember? Crushing water, right? So first we're going to do a block. Pay attention to how you shift your weight. Our left hand is in the front. Safe step, pour the water over. Cool. Now we're going to do chin changeover. Chin is a style of Tai Chi, and this is very similar to some of the moves that you'll see in chin style form. Pull, push. Pay close attention to the shifting of your weight. Safe step. Now this is where if you're used to chin style Tai Chi, it changes a little bit. We're going to do a pattern called play the lute. We brush by our knees and curl the fingers in and then flick them in front of us. Next pattern, repulse monkey. I love that name. So left stays high, right goes low. Step back, shift your weight. Push the hand by the eyes. Okay, carry ball. So I'll put my left hand on top of the right. It's an imaginary ball. Slide my left foot, tiptoe my right, safe step. Grasp the sparrow's tail, like your arm has a bird on it, and you're holding it by its tail feathers. And then you go to the second part of that move, expand. After you expand, you roll back. I have my left hand reaching into the crook of my right arm, and the rollback is here. Not just Walmart can roll back prices, we can too. That's funny. All right, then we have press. Pressing is a reinforced push. Okay, then we're going to do a double brush. We shorten this. In class, we'll do a little different. Step your right forward, and then push. It's unassisted. You're using your body weight to help out there. Okay? Next bit is single whip. So my teacher always said this is kind of like you're holding on to a Christmas ornament you don't want to break. Carry the universe, he said. And then I'm going to reach on the inside of my right arm, horizontal the fingers, and at the end of the expression, we vertical the fingers. Cool? Now, one thing I want to talk about before we continue on is the extremes of straightening the arm totally. Don't do that, right? We always want to keep a nice curvature to the body. so that we have nice, good fluid motion and circulation. Cool? Okay, wave hands like clouds. This is a little bit challenging, especially if you've never done it before. We're going to sway the hands to the right, and then sway them to the left. Left high, right low, slide right in. Switch without stepping. That's one, we do it 3 times. 2, and go slow. 3. Then we sway our hands twice to the right, and this is done without stepping, to the left, and then we move to our right. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to take that right hand and chop it in front of us. This is called the elbow strikes back. Our left hand scoops and scrapes over the right as we pick up our right knee and butt behind us. Stomp down. Left hand high over to the left, and right goes that way too. By your hips. Step your left foot in front. We turn to our right, and this is called cat plays with water. Now we're going to keep turning to our right. Left hand high, right hand low. Carry ball. Safe step. This is called part the wild horse's mane. It looks like grass and sparrow's tail we did earlier, but we twist and push down with that left hand. Okay, right goes low, left goes high. Safe step left. And brush knee and twist. You probably hear a lot about this in Tai Chi. Left hand over the left knee and right pushes. Now we do needle at the bottom of the seat. We're getting close to where we ended last week. Reach down into a well, grab the needle, step left first, and fan the back. All right, new material, wow. It's a long form, but not as long as some. So as part of fan the back, we start our new information, and this is called turn and block, punch and kick. So my right hand is descending down. I turn to my right and tiptoe my right foot. Left hand high. This is the turn, block, punch and kick. My right and my right pop out together, but you're not done with the move. Left hand brushes down, left foot steps forward. My right is hiding down by my right hip now. I block, I bring up my right fist like I'm giving somebody an ice cream, pull it to my hip, push my left hand out, and then you can pop here. Cool. Now we go into Tai Chi's version of kicking. Miss Lambeth might not have enough room, but we're going to do our best. Either that or you just kick holes in the wall. That's okay. So we're going to do something called scooping. And this is where I step my right beside my left, and my right hand is in front. And I'm going to do like fan the back. But as I do that, I bring my right knee up, open it up at a 45, and then pop. It's different than some other martial arts kicks. Put my heel down, brush by my hips, and then come by my ears, and I'm going to push. We've done some of this energy before. Last time my right was in front. This time left gets to be in front. Left hand in front. We do the same thing. Open the hip, paying attention to your balance, and front kick. Cool. Now I'm going to step my right foot forward, and my right hand trails down like I'm clawing. My left hand comes on the inside, and this is called water snake emerges. Like a cobra being charmed out of a basket, it turns and settles just a little bit. So water snake emerges. Boom. Left hand claws down, then water snake opens its mouth. So it's like you're going into someone's throat here. Then we do something called reeling palm. It's like you're going fishing and you're reeling a fish in. We're going through all these moves again, so if it's a little weird, don't worry. Because the next move is the weirdest one, and it's where we're going to stop. It's called churning water. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my right hand on top of my left. Right foot steps over the left. Then my left foot steps backwards. Right to left. Scoop under your armpit. And then I'm going to step my left foot in front, and I'm going to push. Boom. One of the weirdest moves in that form. That's why we're going to stop there for today and go over it one more time. All right, so practice up to fan the back, and then once you feel comfortable with that information, you can start from fan the back to the new addition, like vanilla ice. fan the back. Pay attention to how all these moves connect, right? So I'm not going fan the back and be done and then start a new movement. Fan the back continues. So I turn, right down, left high. I'm gonna turn, block, left hand, kick and punch. You're not done, so I chamber my right hand, step my left foot forward, and I'm gonna do a block, and I call this train arm. So ice cream scoop, pull in, and then punch. If you're doing this soft, which I recommend doing it first, don't worry about the pop, but later on after you practice, you can kind of pull that in and give it a little pop if you want to. Now come the scooping front kicks. Scoop, right in front, fan the back, open the knee. You do this to keep that balance, so you're just trying to improve your balance here and pop. You don't have to kick high. Brush down by your hips, push. So if you did it to the right, you have to do it to the left. So we're going to scoop left in front, pop. Step down, right goes in front. This is that water snake emerges. So I claw down, let that cobra come out of the basket. Turn and settle just a little. Part of that settle feeds the next movement. Pull down, water snake opens its mouth. Reeling palm, pull in. Turning water is the next move. So I'm going to put right on top. Right steps over and left goes behind. It's like you're doing a do-si-do. Carry T under your armpit as your right steps out. Left steps forward and you push. A lot of new information there. Cool. All right. Practice as often as you can. Tai Chi is a wonderful exercise. Kind of helps to center and balance you. And we'll add more and post that for free next week. Cool. Thank you. Do some Kung Fu stuff, hey.